Hello. Some years ago, I found myself thinking that my life is really boring. And I'm sure you know that feeling. I want to live like in a movie. And as you know, all our wishes come true. And so did mine. But I was 20 years old. I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't experienced enough to direct my movie by myself. So it didn't happen to be a movie of my dream. It became a freaking thriller, actually. My mom was sent to jail, and I was left literally alone with her millions of rubles in debt. And between my college classes, I was supposed to run her business, to visit courts. Well, it sounds like a movie, right? But I wanted it to be a comedy. I was far away from that. I sat on the floor and decided that from that day, I will direct my movie by myself. And if today, I'll ask you, if someone decided to shoot a movie about you, what would it be? A comedy or a drama? And what role do you play in it? And what would be the audience's takeaway? I'm sure you know, you understand, you will agree that we all are very different. And we dream about different things. And some of us really want their life to be like that. Like the next that. Well, actually a lot of us would like to choose that. That's nice, that's sweet. But what if you want your life to be a little bit more tricky and ambitious? If you sit on your floor thinking about your life, here comes the most important question. Who are you on the movie set? Are you a director? Are you a main character, at least? And if it's not you, then who is? Maybe the boss, or the wife, or your child, that's quite often. And if it's not you, maybe it's time to change it. And we often say things like, the boss cut out our salaries, or like, the nightlife in my city is very boring. It is, right? But when we say things like that, we make ourselves just a part of a crowd. As they say on the movie set, a crowd player or an extra player. But we are not extras. We are responsible on the amount of money we get. We are responsible on the fact that we are bored in our own city. Well, change it. With that director's mindset, life becomes much more interesting. And now you'll tell me, thank you, Tanya, we should be directors of our own lives. That's such a new thought, right? No. We definitely all know that we should rule our lives and we should live in our dreams. But what are magic tips that would just remind us about that in difficult times? And if you sit on your floor with some of your troubles, then here comes an easy question. What would you like the mood of the movie in general to be? Would you like it to be sad or funny? Well, actually, I like sad movies. That sadness is so sweet and romantic, and one of my movies could be sad. But another one would definitely be a comedy. But if I'm not a cat, I have only one. And let's think once again. Do you want your main hero to be happy in your only one movie? Then if yes, then make it. And even more importantly, feel it. Because every scenario would tell you that's important, to create a moment to feel the happiness. And talking about the plot, let's phone our scenario. We have one. Let's call him Quentin. Hey, buddy, I want you to write the script of my life, and I want it to be a comedy. What it be about? What's my purpose? And if I don't have one, then it will be a Russian comedy. I have to think. I'll call you back. That guy's crazy. What purpose should I have? I'm like 20 years old. Okay, let's think. I guess all great humans have some purpose. Beyoncé's purpose is to fight for women's rights. And for boys, Muhammad Ali, who always told that impossible is nothing, that's a great purpose. And Justin Bieber's purpose is a great music album. Is it too late to say sorry now for that joke? So I guess all great humans and all great movies have some purpose, some mission. And maybe that's what makes them so extraordinary. And maybe we also have some purpose. And I'm sure you all have. It's already in your mind. You just have to choose it. What's one thing you'd like to change in the world? What's one thing you'd like all people on the planet to understand? Your purpose is to make that come true. And when you know your mission, it's much easier to write the plot. And 2 years ago, I realized that my purpose is to inspire people to have a good mood every day. My life became much more important, even for me. And when you know your mission, it's much easier to write the plot. Let's call Quentin again. He's already working. So, buddy, how do you like my movie? Still pretty boring? Well, what should I do with that? Add some problems? No, thank you. I don't want to have problems. What do you mean, why? Nobody wants to have problems. Okay, I'll call it back. Why don't we want to have problems? Quentin tells us that you can't have a movie without challenges. It will be boring. And here you can see a structure of any book, of any movie, of any interesting story, actually. And you can see that the main hero should face some problem. He should overcome that challenge, and then you go level up. Then again a problem, and again level up. And standing here tonight, I guess I'm somewhere around the top of the second mountain, because the biggest problems are passed by and my family is united again, and I know that we will have some new challenges, but I'm not afraid, because I know what will be next, a level up. And only like that you can go to the top, to the climax, as they say, to the boss fight. So love your problems, like new chances to go level up. Embrace your problems. In other case, you'll have a cat video. And I guess you all will agree with the next tip. Look. That silence is awkward. Let's do it once again. Look. Music makes magic happen. And I even made the same steps. I'm sure you got it. I'm talking about an original soundtrack. And if now you have only one playlist for the gym, well, you miss a lot. Create another inspiring playlist to go to work. Another romantic playlist for making love. And you'll be amazed how extraordinary your ordinary days will become. And probably the last tip I'd like to add. Ask yourself, what role do you play in movies of other people? What role do you play in your child's movie? Are you that mom who's late on the most important ever school play? Or are you that mom who's always there for you to help? And do you have a part in the movie about your city? And maybe even about our century? Because your purpose is really ambitious. Okay, let's be honest. We cannot live like in a movie every day. But if you have some special moment, some important day, remind yourself about that tips. If you have some meeting or workshop, think, will it be a shot about a loser? Or a shot about an inspiring speech of a great boss? Sure, the boss shot. And lights. And if you're a lady on the first date, go downstairs like you're in the movie about Audrey Hepburn. And camera. And if you're laying on the grass and you can smell the beach bonfire and you can see the starry sky and you just dream to remember this moment forever, then blink your eyes like with the movie director's clapperboard. And action! This evening is also in your movie. What will you do next? Go home? Quentin will kill you. That's boring. He told you to overcome challenges. And probably today, with all this inspiration, this is the best day to go level up. It's up to you to decide what your movie would be like. But there's one thing that distinguishes our life from the movie set. We'll have no chance to reshoot it. Thank you.